extend the Bush tax cuts. That's what we'll talk about in today's video. Bernanke warned that the United States is heading toward a fiscal cliff, a crash, if the Bush tax cuts are not extended, if the sequestration, defense and non-defense cuts take place at the same time, that the destimulative effect of those would plunge the United States back into a recession. And I think he's correct. Now, the Democrats are taking the position that they want to extend the Bush tax cuts except for the ones on the rich. The Republicans are taking the position they want to extend all of the Bush tax cuts. And one of the key elements here is fighting over the capital gains tax extension. Because if you let the capital gains tax go back to its level of 30%, you're dealing then with likely a tremendous collapse in capitalism and venture capitalism and investment and all of that. Now, the Democrats say that capital gains tax is a panacea for the rich. It's a giveaway to the rich. But in fact, it's not. Capital gains is the wall that they erect between people who have ideas and people who have capital to invest. And it requires you to jump that wall in order to make that investment. We want to keep that wall as low as we can or eliminate it entirely, as Herman Cain proposed in 999, so that capital can freely go to investors and inventors, and we can really get entrepreneurial products out into the market and grow. But the issue really has to be defined, and we need to begin a massive popular protest campaign to demand the expansion of all of the Bush tax cuts, and that be done during the lame duck session. Now, in the lame duck session, you're going to have the Democrats block voting, obviously, on their position. But there are a whole bunch of Democrats who are up for election in 2014 who are going to be in shell shock after 2012. Their colleagues will have been cut down like flies, and there really will be a huge upheaval in the United States Senate. I think the Democrats will lose 10 seats. And I think that there really is the basis then for us persuading enough marginal Democrats who were up in 2014 to join solid Republican ranks in defecting from the Democratic position and extending the Bush tax cuts on everybody. But to do that, we've got to develop a massive popular momentum. We can't just wait until November to do that. So please sign the petition that's attached to this video so that we can extend all of the Bush tax cuts. If the Democrats have their way and they do not extend the capital gains tax cut in particular, as well as the tax cut on the top brackets, you're really talking about a permanent bifurcation of the tax code, which would be a major mistake. You're talking about the rich doing more and more and more paying of taxes and the poor paying less and less and less, to a point where ultimately a majority of the country pays no taxes and readily votes for spending. And the difference between the Democratic and Republican approaches on this is whether you will have an income tax code that encourages investment and growth or one that discourages it. And those are the stakes. So please sign the attached petition, and please be on the lookout when we come by, because we're going to be increasingly mounting a campaign with media and everything else to extend the Bush tax cuts. Thanks for watching.